Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Joy and today I'm going to be talking about the totem spirit animal of the dragonfly. And I want to say the main thing to remember if the dragonfly has shown up in your life or if you've always been attracted to them and you just get excited when you see them darting around near ponds and lakes and flowers. Uh, you know that this is a signal. This is a signal. It's a sign that they have a strong message to bring to you about the power of light. So the first thing I have is that they are very ancient. They are over 200 million years old, and dragonflies are often known as mosquito hawks. They can fly up to 30 miles per hour, and they can spot movement about 40 feet away. And they inhabit two realms, the water and the air. So the water elementals are the undines, and the air elementals are the sylphs. So you may have always been attracted to going down to the lake, going to the beach. Always enjoy maybe flying a kite on the beach. Anywhere where it's nice and breezy and there's water around is kind of like your comfort zone. It's something that your body craves is the water and the air. That's because the dragonflies, they when they are born in the water, they're actually like little water beetles. And it takes about 2 years for them to, go from that nymph stage, become this beetle, and then crawl up out of the water and break their hard shell open and start, getting their wings out and drying them off and, flying off. So 2 years is a lot to do with any type, if you want to make some changes or whatnot and you feel as though you're not moving as fast as you can, it could take up to 2 years to actually make this change happen or to discover, how you're going to make this change happen and how is it going to work. So 2 years, remember that as well. 2 years is another sign or a symbol of the dragonfly in your life. So the next thing I have here is individuals with the dragonfly totem is known to be very emotional and passionate in their early years. And as they age, they learn to balance this out with great mental clarity and control. And the next thing I have is when dragonflies show up for you, you may need some fresh air in regards to an emotional time that you're going through or that you had gone through. And also, it could also represent you need a new perspective to something or to make a change, or perhaps you're just ignoring your emotions. So, when the dragonfly now, comes to you and you start seeing it more and hearing about them, remember these questions here and, go over it through your mind and say, hey, am I ignoring my emotions? Or do I need to put something in a different perspective? All right. Now here I have this. It says, that I written down, that dragonflies are ancient, mythical relatives of dragons, and you can be very wonderful working with nature spirits, just like I said, the undines and the sylphs, the water elementals, nature spirits, fairies perhaps even. Dragons are mythical, little water beetles, little water, all the water I'm going to say water bugs. You know, you're you know, you're really wonderful with working with those types of nature spirits. And then I have here that the dragonflies is the realm of light, and they are only out during the day as they are cold-blooded, and summer is the most powerful time as they need the warmth and the light of the sun. For those with this totem, this will be important to consider. Spending time outside in the sun near freshwater sources will be beneficial for restoring and possibly changing some health conditions for the better for those with this totem. Now, as I said this, still, if you're having some issues, still see your physician. All right? Okay, so now, although some dragonflies have color pigments in their skin, for most of the colors are caused almost the same way as rainbows form. Structures in their shell scatter and retract the light, making them look iridescent green and blue. And as they age, they may pass through several color changes. And this ability to reflect and refract light and color has caused it to be associated with many forms of magic and mysticism, including color magic and illusions, causing others only to see what you wish them to see, and more. Dragonfly's magic is the power of light and all that has ever been associated with it. And the dragonflies reflect and work with the sun and light. The light changes throughout the day, so the dragonflies undergo their own transformations. If they have shown up, look for change to occur. Are you resisting change when you shouldn't? Dragonflies remind us that we are light and can reflect the light in powerful ways if we choose to do so. So let there be light. Is the divine prompting to use the creative imagination as a force within your life. This is part of what dragonflies teach us, or teach you. Life is never quite the way it appears, but it's always filled with light and color. Dragonflies can help you to see through your illusions and thus allow your own light to shine forth. Dragonfly brings the brightness of transformation and the wonder of colorful new vision. And that's what I have on the Dragonfly Totem / spirit animal. I hope you enjoyed, and this has guided you some to your pleasure of having the dragonfly as your totem. I thank you and see you again. Bye now.